Welcome to the AM Power Call this morning. My name is Coleman, and I'm extremely honored to be on this platform with you guys today. Excuse the shirt. Just got back from the track with my children, had a phenomenal workout this morning. And I was going one direction this morning with the AM Power, but after working out and having a great conversation with my kids, I decided to shift gears and move in a little bit of a different direction. Great morning to you, Brooke. For those of you who don't know, Brooke Nieves is our VP of Product Education who graces us every Wednesday night with our opportunity Zoom, guys, for your guests to really learn about our products. It's a great opportunity for your guests to get educated on the foundation of our company, which is not the compensation plan, it's the products that leads to the comp plan. So I'm going to segue right into what it is I want to talk about today, guys, and it's lifestyle. It's lifestyle. Drop a 1 in the chat if you exercise at least 1 day a week. I'm sorry, at least 3 days a week. I know Brooke dropped her ones. She like, of course, if you get your body moving, and when I say workout, guys, I'm not talking about beating up the gym, standing there an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. I just mean just getting your body moving for 30 minutes a day, okay, for at least 3 days out of the week. That's a lot of ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, Anarita, I see you. Okay. Now do me another favor and drop in the chat. What is it that you do? Okay, when you get your body moving in a short, simplest form as possible. Yoga. Okay. All right, Dawn. Kelly, walking. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Keith, come on now. Let's go. Walking. Rashandra, walking. Okay, perfect. And this is beautiful because that's what I was going to say. If you are not accustomed to working out, okay, meaning it has not become a lifestyle for you, walking is the great place to start. But watch this, it's also a great place to finish. Walking is one of the best exercises that you can, do, guys, period. Running is good, right? But running over a long period of time, it is going to be hard on your lower back. It's going to be hard on your knees, your joints, and it's just from the constant pounding. But when you walk and you get your heart rate up and you keep it there, guys, you do this for 45 minutes to an hour. When you walk 30 minutes, that's good. But the magic really happens after the first 30 minutes of your walking. It is also really good to walk on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. And here's why. Your body uses your fat as stored energy. Okay. So working out on an empty stomach, you're going to burn fat faster. You're going to increase your metabolism a lot faster. Whereas if you walk when you get off work, not bad, because I promise you is better than not walking at all or not moving at all. But when you walk, when you get off from work, you're just really burning what you ate for the day. All right. And so, not that you necessarily want to lose weight or you're on some weight loss journey, but you want to maximize your activity. So maybe you have to get up a little bit earlier, guys. And I've never been a morning person. I just haven't. I'm typically a night owl. I'm up till 1 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm up till 2, getting up at 9, right? That have been my lifestyle for a very long time. And I don't get up with the rooster. So I'm still not the 5 a.m. But for me to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning is like amazing. All right. But you do whatever you have to do to make the adjustments. Now, my children's mom is from Louisiana. All right. Now, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad because I don't know where y'all live, but I'm about to give you a fact if you didn't know this. Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana are deemed the 3 unhealthiest states in the United States of America because of tradition, because of the food, the eating habits, guys. So my children just went to Louisiana just for a day, really a day and a half, all right, to spend some time with the grandparents, and their extended family and everything. And my daughter, for the first time, came back and asked me for some detox tea. My baby's like, Dad, you have some of that detox tea? And they're telling me some of the food choices when they opened up their grandparents, refrigerator and everything. And, like it's fried food everywhere. And I told my children, I said, listen, guys, you are the first generation in your family to be this health conscious at such a young age. My kids are drinking the smoothie in real time with their V Daily in it, guys. They take their goodness, their oh my gosh, omega threes every single day. Matter of fact, Jordan sitting over there asked me for omega threes because he's like, Dad, the Chinese people, they're just smarter than everybody else. He said, because they take omega threes. I said, well, son.
I did not say that. I did not
You
say
said something similar.
No.
I said, son, the omega 3s don't make them smarter. I say, but omega 3s are really good for brain health and a whole lot of other things. So, anyways, I'm not here to brag on my children today, but what I am here today to do today is to provoke you with the ideal that your children, your grandbabies, they're not too young to start educating them on better choices. Guys, we grew up so poor. It would irritate the heck out of me when we would get to the grocery store and I would see people reading the labels on the back of the food. I'm like, man, reading for what? You better put that doggone whatever that is in that basket, check out and eat it, or give it to me. Let me eat it. And now my children are reading the labels on their food. And so just because something has happened one way for a very long time, it doesn't mean it has to continue to go that way. Just because you haven't been walking, it doesn't mean that you can't start today. So what? You don't look like Brooke or any of these other ladies that you see, guys, coming on who've been doing this as a lifestyle for a long time. You look at Brooke, you look at Heidi, like these guys do not play any games with their health. But then you look at David and you look at Miles, and it's like, those guys look great too. So that's a blessing to have somebody that you're on the same page with, that you can actually, have some accountability with, but most people don't. Now, my son believes like I'm probably taking him to the gym every day, like to really help get him in shape. And he's recovered from a broken tibia. He missed a year of basketball. He's been playing basketball since he's been 6 years old, guys. And so to be out for a year, it was tough. Okay. It was tough. You smoothie over there, love. It was tough. And so but what he doesn't know, so I've been helping him continue on with his physical therapy, but what he doesn't know, he's also my accountability partner because I know he's depending on me, guys, because he's expecting me. Even if I don't feel like it, I do it. My daughter, why did we hit the track today? We're usually in the gym, right? We're usually at the sports club and everything. And my daughter is 12, and you have to be 13 to participate. And my daughter's about to run track, play volleyball, right? She just finished the first volleyball or second volleyball camp. And the short of it is, my daughter is who got us on the track this morning because she's like, Dad, can we start getting on the track? So we get out there today, and they feeling like crap, which led to the conversation because of what they ate over the last couple of days. Listen, guys, we do have, I believe, some of the most powerful plant-based nutrition in the world. However, nutrition starts with what you put in front of you every single day, your choices. And I can tell you right now, I have a very boring menu when it comes to my daily diet. I pretty much eat the same thing over and over. I use measuring cups for just about everything. My children are now conscious of calories and grams of sugar and carbohydrates and complex carbs. And like, yes, again, I'm not bragging, but I am proud because this has become a lifestyle to the point where I didn't have to tell my daughter, listen, love, you just came back from down south, down further south, right? You need to get all of that out. She asked me for some detox. I'm like, I'm super proud. But my point is, it starts with your food, guys, your food choices. Now, here's a hack. Okay, here's a hack. You ready? If you don't buy it, you have less of a chance of eating it, right, Kim? Right? If you don't pick it up off the shelf and put it in a basket and put it in the refrigerator, you have to go through this crazy battle at night for your favorite ice cream. I know it's tough. Or your favorite little piece of cake. I know we got some grandparents on here. You like to have, little sweets and stuff when the grandbabies come over. But really, it's for when you get that little urge. No, guys, listen. And I'm not saying you have to be like me, and this is an overnight change. But if you look at my house, you won't find sugar anywhere. The only sugar I have in my home is honey. That's it. And I have honey because I like to put a little bit in my matcha green tea, which I don't always. A lot of times I just use lemon, but I absolutely put honey in my oatmeal every single day. So when I found out all the carbs that are in, oatmeal, I was like, well, maybe I just need to stop eating it all together. No, 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 no. It's all about portion control. So I literally do. I'm going to give you my recipe. I'm going to give you guys my regimen. But though, drop a one in the chat if you want to hear my regimen. Awesome. I got a handful. Okay, Norma. Okay, all right. Letitia, Angie, Felicia, Chantel. All right. Keith. Okay, cool. Here we go. So every day, this is my babies, but I'm gonna show you in this glass. Okay. So what you're gonna see here, I do 8 ounces of mixed berries. Okay. Organic frozen fruit. All right. I do a half of a banana because bananas are high in carbs. And I do a half of a banana because I try to watch my sugar. If I'm on my weight gain journey, I do a whole banana. If you are on a weight loss journey, you don't want to do any banana, not a half, not a whole. Stay away from the bananas, the apples, the oranges, and the pineapples. Yes, they are nutritious, but they are very high in sugar. Or if you're going to eat those fruits and those fruits, eat them super early, okay, maybe right after workout or something like that. But before my son and I go to the gym, I do my smoothie because, again, I'm not trying to lose weight. If I was, I would do my smoothies after we left the gym. All right. So I do my 8 ounces of berries. I do 8 ounces of coconut milk. If they're not sold out, I get the organic coconut milk or the organic almond milk. And it's real almond milk if it says it only has 3 or 4 ingredients, guys. All that other stuff that's so delicious and some of the breeze and all of that, if you look on the label, there's about 17 ingredients, and almonds is the least of the ingredients. Okay. So, again, starting with what you're putting inside of your body before you get to your nutraceuticals, our plant based nutrition. 8 ounces of mixed berries, 8 ounces of your coconut or almond milk. Okay. I do 1 scoop of B daily, 1 scoop of B energy, and 1 scoop of the collagen. All right. So B daily, B energy, and the collagen. I do all those scoops, and hand me those hemp seeds, love. Now, this is my new friend right here to give me some additional protein without all the carbs and everything. Absolutely amazing. The bag of hemp seeds right there. All right. I was doing the flax seeds, and then I came across these bad boys, these shelled hemp seeds, organic. And so I put 3 tablespoons inside of my smoothie. And guys, it is a meal. I'm telling you, it will hold you down. I do that typically around 7:30 in the morning before Jordan and I hit the gym. And then after the gym, I allow my body to cool down, guys, maybe about 10:30, 11 o'clock, sometimes even 12 o'clock. I'll do 4 ounces of oatmeal. Okay, 4 ounces of oatmeal. I like my oatmeal a little loose. I don't like it too hard. So I do 10 ounces of water. I do the organic whole oats, right? And then I do non sweetened cranberries. I do walnuts. I do cinnamon. I do honey. And sometimes I do a big scoop of peanut butter for extra protein. I do 3 boiled eggs. Now, after taking my scan, I take the yolk out because my cholesterol level was a little high. Okay, my fatty liver was a little high, so I'm taking out the yolks, and now I'm doing every other day. All whites one day, my yolks the next day, and then I do 1 piece of toast. Now, you talking about the best bread I ever had in my life. Killer Dave, guys. Killer Dave has some amazing bread. And growing up, we could not eat white bread because my mom said they bleach it and it makes you constipated, and she was not lying. So I haven't eaten white bread in years. But Killer Dave has a white bread, says white bread done right. Okay, so they're taking out the bleach and all of this, and I toast it. I don't put anything on it, but my one singular piece of toast, that one toast has 5 grams of protein, guys. It is amazing. So one piece of toast, and then I do my 4 ounces of oatmeal, my 3 eggs, and usually a cup of matcha green tea without anything but maybe a little lemon. So that's the first part of my day. And then for lunch, I would do Trader Joe's has this organic minestrone soup. Okay, very bland, not the most exciting thing. So I'll saute some mushrooms, I saute some tomatoes, guys. I season it with my 9 MSG seasoning. You want seasonings without MSG. All right, I do that, and then I get the my. Kroger has the my. The wild caught comes in the bag, organic. And guys, it's like chicken when you cook it right. And I cut it in little squares, put it in my soup, and that is amazing. And then for dinner, I would do either piece of fish, put it on top of the stove, little avocado oil. Usually takes about 3 minutes to cook on each side. Okay. And then I was doing either white rice or I was doing potatoes, white potatoes in the oven. Well, based on my scan, I need to stay away from the white rice, I need to stay away from the potatoes. So I've been doing sweet potatoes and now quinoa. And then I would do my green smoothies. Hand me one of them green smoothies out the refrigerator, love. Right there at top. Mhm. So I do my green smoothies, okay? And I've been doing these. Thank you, love. I've been doing these for years, every freaking single day. I used to do one a day, then my produce started going bad by the fifth or sixth day. So I just do it all, at the top of the week, put in these little cool mason jars. This is 32 ounces. I do 16 ounces at a time, right? I do the mixed greens, the power greens, where I do the kale, the spinach, the chard, all comes in one little box, right? Then I add my celery. I do my base, it's red. You said, I thought it was a green juice. Well, I use beets for my base, an organic beet juice, or I use the organic carrot juice. Grab me that organic beet and carrot juice out of there if you can, love. Thank you. I do, and I use that for the base. Now, here's another hack. Y'all ready? Lemon peels. Stop throwing away your organic lemon and orange peels, guys. The peelings have more nutrition than the actual lemon and orange itself. So when you're squeezing into your tea or your food or whatnot, guys, if you cook with lemons, and this is only for organic, because if they're not organic, you're going to be eating all the stuff that they pesticides and all of that. So when I'm done with that lemon, squeezing it, I cut the little butt off the end and I freeze my lemon peels and my orange peels, and I add those to my smoothies. Not only is it going to knock a little bit of that bitter edge off, from the celery and everything, and sometimes I also use arugula for my green smoothies. It is very high in antioxidants. Now, I'm not making any claims of telling you that lemon pills can cure cancer, but it is a lot of holistic doctors have said that lemon pills can be more powerful than chemotherapy, guys, depending on where some people are in their health and whatnot. But just because of the power of the antioxidants, this is what I put in my smoothies. Now, my scan also said I needed more leafy greens. And I'm like, what? I don't juice because you get rid of all the pulp and everything. So I like smoothies, it helps to get a nice push. But nevertheless, I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought I was getting enough. And my scan said I needed more leafy greens. So now I eat a salad, then I drink a green smoothie, then I eat a salad. So I alternate just like I do with my eggs. And see, a lot of times when, we changing our lifestyle, we think we got to do everything over, flip the whole house upside down. No, do it in steps, guys. Because if you do too much too fast, then you're going to, probably fall off. Just like going to the gym. We get out there today on the track, and my baby with her little long legs take off. She's gone. And I'm like, okay, she hasn't been running in a while. At some point, she's gonna, and here we go. Dad finish, finish first, because just wisdom starting off slow. And so I'm telling my baby, hey, you got to work your way back into this. Just like going to the gym and trying to do everything everybody else is in there doing. And then you're so sore, go back to the gym for another 2 weeks. And then you're like, I don't know about that. That's too painful. So increments, guys. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started in order to be great. Okay. And I could tell you, your kids are watching, your grandbabies are watching. the scanner is watching, right? Some accountability that most of the world would never even have access to unless they have a holistic doctor or they meet somebody like us and Vital Health guys. We have something that less than 1% of the world even knows about right at our fingertips. And so, as we're out here, and why this message this morning? Why am I talking about my diet and working out and eating habits and all this kind of stuff? Because, guys, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. And if you want to start attracting more people who are more health conscious or who want to be health conscious, we want to look like the change that they want to see. And even if you're not the end result that you would like to be right now, at least they can see you in motion. I don't care if you're the most out of shape you've ever been. If you have somebody that could just record you walking or working out or on a treadmill, social media is powerful. I'm not the master poster, guys. Okay, or should I say the postmaster, right? I could post a lot more, but I've been very intentional about showing lifestyle. Okay, being in the gym, working out. As you guys see, I don't lift heavy weights. The older you get, weights become harder and harder on your heart. So my son and I, we do a lot of calisthenics. When you see me in the gym with him lifting the weights, it's because he's a young athlete. And so I need to show him and teach him proper form. But even with my son, we're not doing too heavy. Moderate exercise consistently, guys, can prolong your life for a tremendous amount of time. As a matter of fact, studies show that people who smoke cigarettes and work out have a better chance of living longer than people who do not work, who do not smoke at all. So if you're a non-smoker and you don't work out and you got a smoker that does work out, they're going to lick you and they're going to live longer. And you're like, oh my gosh, unless they get cancer or something like that. And God forbid that. But my point is, this is how important it is to get your body moving. So just be more consciously aware, of what you're eating, guys. Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither are your nutritional habits going to change overnight. But you can make a decision to get started, right? And just as you go to the grocery store, look at the grams of sugar that's in what you're eating, guys. Okay, sugar destroys the brain and sugar destroys the gut. My former stepdad, guys, who passed away, man, this man stayed drinking those Dairy Queen, this is the ices and everything, and all the different flavors, and all the juices come in the gallon, and sodas out of the can, juices out of the can, and he ended up dying, suffering with Alzheimer's and dementia. And a lot of our elders, are suffering because nobody told them. Nobody told them, guys. They weren't educated. And by the time they got educated, they just refused to change their habits. And, they say we're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our habits. And so I want to provoke you guys this morning to just do something better than what you've been doing in the past. And guys, I can tell you it's going to make a world of difference in how you feel, how you look, guys, your mental clarity, your stress levels, your attraction. You're going to vibrate higher, meaning you're going to attract a higher caliber of people, right? You join a gym, you're going to be in a position where you can network and meet some new people that you never met before. So today, drop a 3 in the chat if you have made a decision already that you're going to get your body moving, and or you're going to get your body moving more, and you're going to start being more consciously aware of what you buy at that grocery store, right? No more emotional eating, guys. No more emotional eating. Start speaking affirmations to yourself. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm humble, I'm wealthy, I am strong. Whatever you have to do, if you pray, ask God to give you the strength to resist the sugar, because sugar is 9 times more addictive than cocaine. This is why we have products like S Balance and products like Beat Control to help manage those cravings, guys, so that we can beat them sugar demons. So come on, we ain't got to get started to be great, but we don't have to be great to get started, but we have to get started to be great. My name is Coleman. I want to thank you guys for listening to my big mouth this morning, right? Before I go, this is a Let me see. That light is so bright. Can you see? Let me see. Okay, there we go. This is an organic carrot juice blend from Trader Joe's. It's only like $4. Now, this one here, that's a different one, but this same brand, they actually have the beet juice in that same brand. Right, you can find that at Whole Foods. But get your smoothies, guys, your fruit smoothies, get your veggie smoothies going, right? And when we come back at some point, we're going to open up the mics and I'm going to want to hear some of the changes that you guys have made and how this made a difference in your life with using, your juicing, your smoothies and everything alongside with our Vital Health Nutrition. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome and amazing day. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. on the AM Power. Love you guys.